All right, Math 8, fourth period. Guys, make sure you put your first and last name at the top of your paper. First and last name at the top of your paper. This is week 6. Today is the 6th, 3/6/23. The items due this week, we have our warm-up, our homework, we have our test tomorrow, cluster 5 tests Tuesday, and we have a group project on Friday. Okay? All right, so couple things. The essential questions on the board. No, the first stack, baby. The first stack. No, no, closer to the door. Yes, that worksheet and the packet under it. Okay. Our essential questions. What is a scatter plot? What are the different kinds of scatter plots? We're going to be describing scatter plots, which we've already started doing that, and then describe how to find the line of best fit of a scatter plot. Okay, our review question, because we're ending systems of equations, is describe how to solve a system of equation, and that question is on the board. Okay. The agenda is on the sideboard. We're going to write in our planner. I'm going to go over the warm up. Okay. I'm going to do problem 1. You're going to do problem number 2. I'm going to go over linear equations, word problems, linear word problems, and then I'm going to do the study guide. All right, our homework help video will go out about 2:15ish to our Remind. It's already on my YouTube page, but I need to upload it to Canvas. I hadn't done that yet. Okay, so we will have our test tomorrow. We'll do our warm up and then we'll have our test on tomorrow. Okay, and our test is on SchoolNet. Let's take out our planner, please. Our weekly goal. My weekly goal is just to make sure that I try to complete all my lessons for this week. Make sure that whatever's on my agenda, that I actually finish my agenda. Sometimes I don't, but I'm going to work really hard to work on completing whatever's on my agenda for that day. So it's going to be a daily thing, something I need to work on. You write something that you need to work on, okay? Something that you need to work on. All right, let's turn to a new page and let's write down our homework. Do not forget we got tutoring this week. Reading tutoring is first and then the math tutoring. If you need raise your hand if you need the planner. Anyone need the planner page? Don't forget the planner page from last week. You need to show it for tomorrow so I can add 10 points to your score, okay? 10 points to your score. Anybody else need the planner sheet? Okay. All right, so we need to make sure that we go over our study guide tonight. We need to also make sure that that we watch that homework help video. Okay, pause for the calls. Make sure you have this written. All right, let's put this in a safe place. Don't forget we have tutoring on Tuesday and Thursday. Reading is first and then math. Your ride has to be here by 3:50, no later than 4. Okay, let's look at the warm-up. We'll do the warm-up. This is a scatter plot. A scatter plot is a comparison of two quantities. You graph ordered pairs, you graph your X, you graph your Y, and the points do not necessarily form a straight line. They may have a linear relationship. Sometimes the points you'll see go up. If the points go up, for the most part, the points are going up, not perfectly up, but going up. This is a positive correlation. If for the most part the points are going down, it's a negative correlation. If the points are scattered everywhere, there is no correlation at all. The points are scattered everywhere. There's no correlation at all. Let's look at the first one and you tell me what you think the second one would be. All right, so as X increases, X is always going to increase. X is always going to increase because you always read X from left to right. It's the Y that's going to increase or decrease, okay? All right. Okay, so let's look at the points. On average, if the points These points right here are going up or going down or everywhere. Which one, y'all? On the average, the points are going down. You got some that are, you know, but for the most part, it's going down. So this is a negative correlation. Write your guesses as to what you think the second one would be. Okay, I'm gonna pause for the calls. All right, so let's look at it. I could see how you would say it's none, it's no correlation. However, you only have a couple that are outliers. Okay, this is actually a very weak negative correlation. And it's weak because you have a couple outliers. But for the most part, the points are going down. Okay, the points are going down. So it's very weak to no correlation. Choose the very best answer. Okay, I can see if no correlation is the only choice that's down there that makes sense, then choose a no. But it is from no to weak negative correlation. All right. Okay, let's go ahead, put this packet in a safe place, and let's take out our, well, actually, you have your study guide. Let's take out your study guide. Let's take out your study guide. Okay. If you don't have a study guide, please raise your hand. Page, close your laptop, please. Nothing should be on your desk except for your study guide and your calculator, okay? Please only have your study guide and your calculator out. You don't need a laptop. Our calculator on some of this, so let's clear it. Second plus 7, 1, 2. All right, so let's do it. The first problem says Lucy paid a flat fee of $45 for the service call to get electrical work done in the home. She paid $35 per hour for service. We're going to write a linear equation. So identify what is the rate here, the M, and then identify what's the starting amount or your y-intercept, B. Which one of those numbers is going to be M and which is going to be B? Let me pause for the calls. See if you can get that right. When I check, we got 7 people that's got it right. What's going to be my M? 35. The key words there is that it's 35 per hour. And then what's the starting amount you automatically have to pay? You automatically have to pay the $45. So now we're going to write this equation in slope intercept form. See if you can do that. Y equals mx plus b. 2. Then we got 7 people again that's got it right. Y is equal to 35x plus 45. This is the equation. All right, let's come up with the table. X is going to represent the hours. It's always time. And then, of course, Y is the total. So in 0 hours, what's the amount of money that you automatically have to pay? How much do you automatically have to pay? You 45. And then how much is it going up by every single hour? 35. So we're going to say 45 plus 35. What's 45 plus 35? The first hour is going to be $80. Okay, what's the second hour going to be? That's 80 plus 35. What's that going to be? Come on. Use your count. Use your fingers and your toes. How much? 115. For the third hour, what is that going to be? Add 35 to that. Come on. It's going up 35 every time. 150. And let's do one more hour for 4 hours. Let's add 35 to that. 185. Okay, so this is what your table should look like. It's not always going to start at 0. So please don't always look for 0 to be first because it's not always going to start with 0. All right, let's look at the function. It says there are 2 functions below. We want to know the differences and similarities between the 2 functions. So let's label our M and B for the first. for the equation. See if you can get that right. Pause for the cause, Ms. Reyes. M and B. Our M here is going to be the number that's attached to the X is 2. Not X, but the number in front of X, okay? Our B is going to be 1. So let's do the same thing for the table. Let's find our slope. Let's pick 2 points and use the slope formula. -1 and 3, 0 and 1. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. And let's use the slope formula. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. See if you can use the formula to get the answer for slope. Okay, so now what are we going to put on the top? 3 minus, no, not 3. We're going to put 3 on the top, but 1 minus 3. What are we going to put on the bottom? 0 minus -1. Okay. So on the top, what is 1 minus the 3? -2. It's -2, y'all. And what's 0? Don't forget, you do have a calculator. Paige, sit up, please, babe. What is 0 minus a -1? +1. So what's -2 divided by 1? -2. Okay. So slope here is +2. Slope here is -2. Okay. So far, the slopes are different. The slopes are different. One is positive, one is negative. The slopes are different. One's positive, one's negative. That's one of the differences there is that the slopes are different. One's positive, one's negative. One's going up by 2, the other's going down by 2. Okay? All right, let's look at the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept? Does anybody remember how to find the y-intercept of the table? Which one of those numbers is going to be the starting amount? No, that's writing it in slope-intercept form. What's the y-intercept in the table? What do you think? It is 1. It's wherever the x is equal to 0. You see where x is equal to 0 in the table? Well, this y value then is going to be your b. So your y-intercept here is going to be 1. So that's a similarity. Function 1 has a slope-intercept, y-intercept of 1, and the table has a y-intercept of the 1. So the y-intercepts are the same. Let me move this over here. So on your test, when you are given 2 different types of functions, you need to find the slope and the y-intercept. All right, number 3. Anyone still writing number 2? Talked about slope, talked about y-intercept. All right, let's look at number 3. Okay, it says Venture Battery Store charges a flat fee of $5 per package and $4 for shipping. Which one of those numbers do you think is M and which one do you think is B? Please don't be so confused about the wording, okay? Really try to understand the wording there because it's easy to get this one wrong. That's right. That is correct. So we got 3 people got it, 4 people got it, 5 people, other way around, sorry. All the way around. All right, let's look at it. This one's very confusing. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. The starting amount. Where does the line start? Where x is equal to 0. What's my y value? What's my starting amount? The starting amount is right here. Where x is equal to 0, the starting amount is going to be $5. So B is equal to $5. Now we're going to count rise over run to figure out what the rate or the slope of this line is. I can put 1 point here and 1 point here. Let's do rise. That's how far we go up to get to the next point. Let's look. What is the y's going up by? It's going up by what? No. Look at your y's. It's going up by 5. So every time you go up 1, it's really going up by 5. So our rise is 5. It's going from here to this line, which is going up 5. What is the x going up by? Look at the x-axis. What is the x increments? 1. So it's going over 1. So it's going to be $5 per package of batteries. So this is going to equal 5. B is 5 and M is 5. How do you write that as an equation? Remember, we're going up 5 if you didn't see it. This is up 5 and over 1. That's how we get 5 over 1. Write this as a linear equation. Write it as a linear equation. Perfect. Okay, very good. Very good, baby. Very good, very good. All right, y'all, you got it. Very good. So we got 6 people that have it. Almost 7 people. All right. Okay, so look, here we got y is equal to a slope of $5 for every single package plus a shipping amount starting at $5. Okay? All right, so now the question is, which store charges the less for 7 packages? So we're going to substitute 7 in to figure out how much it's going to cost for each company. So let's do venture first. The equation, y is equal to 5x plus 4. And we want to know how much it's going to cost for 7 packages. So that's y is equal to $5 times 7 packages plus a $4 shipping. See what the total is here. Type it in. If you can't figure out, can't multiply, then add, please type it in. Use fingers and toes if you have to. But please find the total here for venture. What is the total for venture? 5 times 7 plus 4. What's that give us? $39. You did 35 plus 4, so that's $39. That's $39 for 7 packages here. Okay, so let's figure out for the second company, which is what's this? Runs. Okay, so the equation is y is equal to 5x plus 5. Plug in 7. So it's going to be 5 times $7. This time, $5 for shipping. See if you can get the total for Ron's company. What is the total for Ron's company? Okay, very good. What's the total for Ron's company? Ron's company. What is the total for Ron's company? How much? You forgot to add the... Very good. Don't forget to add the 5, baby. Okay? All right, so good. $40 is the total for 7 packages for this company. Who is cheaper? The first company or the second? The first company is cheaper by how much? Very good. So here I'm going to say venture is cheaper by $1. It's cheaper by $1. Please make sure that you write. This is the answer here. 2, 3, yes, baby. 4 and 5. That's it. That's all. You should be where you want to work with. You got 10 minutes. Get as many as you can get right. You don't want to work with anybody? Okay, then I actually need you to work. You're going to work by yourself, okay? Are you working alone? Come over here, y'all, and leave some information. Come on, let's work it out. All right, I started the timer. Let's do it. Got to 11:40. Please raise your hand if your group needs help. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Why interest? Just started. Just that one question. Oh yeah. I didn't need it because all I was doing was trying to find yeah, I did yesterday. That's all I literally did like 10 minutes. Her number of newspapers just okay, so when you arrive what goes I already know. All right, y'all, let's keep it going. Point out the word.
Ready, good. I know you see.
All right, y'all, come on, let's do it. Please raise your hand if you're lost. Don't just sit there and not do anything. I need you to be working hard, not hardly working. So slow, the top number is Y, the bottom number is X, right? Y is talking about height, right? And first, when you're talking about slow, remember Y is on top, X is on the bottom. Okay? Y is on top, X is on the bottom. The meaning of Y is on top. The meaning of X is on the bottom. This is a little blurry. Keep going. We got 6 minutes. Keep it going.
You want to do the next one?
So Y's on the top, X is on the bottom. So what is the meaning of Y?
I can't.
What's the meaning of X? X actress. Oh, sorry. No, where did you get the bottle?
And if you shut the thing down, I could have gone.
Yes, if they ask for the name, but just for the
Please.
Okay. So remember, Y on the top, X on the
Oh, wait, don't forget yours.
We got one more minute.
Thank you.
All right, let's look at it. All right, guys, pause for a second so I can go over a couple. Come on, Emma, y'all ready? Pause for a second. All right, here we go. Look at this. It says the graph below shows the number of newspaper deliveries and the total. Somebody is talking. If you can't handle being a group, I'm going to actually go back to your seat. Okay? I need you to make corrections on your paper. All right. The graph below shows the number of newspaper deliveries. That's X. This is along the X axis. And the total pay. This is along the Y axis. Okay. It says, what does the slope represent? It's not asking for a number for slope. It's asking basically for the meaning of slope. Okay. What does it represent in the problem? What we know about slope is the formula. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. Y is on the top, X is on the bottom. The meaning of Y is the cost or the total cost. The meaning of Y is the newspaper delivery. So the meaning of slope is the cost per newspaper delivery. Raise your hand if you got that right on your own. Okay, just a couple people. All right, that's okay. Number A, it says Tara pays a base rate for a long distance call plus a per minute charge. So a base pay for long distance, that's the starting amount, and then she pays per minute. Okay, so she has an automatic amount that she pays, and then she has a price per minute that she's going to pay. It says the graph below shows what would the pay be for long distance call service for the first 60 minutes. Okay, what does the Y intercept represent? Shh. Come on, Bobby. Y'all ready? Are you focused? All right, the starting amount is right here. B is equal to 4. But what does that represent in the problem? That is the starting cost for long distance calls. It is the starting cost for long distance calls. If it says, what is it? If it's asking for the value would be $4. Okay, the base pay would be $4 if it's asking for the amount. All right, rich is the number of a gym. Okay, it says he pays a monthly fee per visit. The equation is below. We got y is equal to 3x plus 10. The M here, or the rate, is $3. The starting cost or starting amount is $10. So we can infer that since X represents the number of visits per month, that it's $3 per month. That's the slope. And the starting amount is $10. Okay, what does the y-intercept represent? The y-intercept represents the starting cost for membership. If they ask what that amount is supposed to be, the amount is going to be $10. That's the answer. Pause for the cause, give you a chance to write. All right. Anyone still writing? Number 11. Charlie rented a moving truck. He paid a daily fee plus a per mile fee. So he paid an automatic daily fee and then he paid for every single mile. All right. This is the equation below. The M here is 0.5. We're talking about money. How much money is 0.5? How much money is 0.5? 50 cents. Okay, so it's 50 cents per, what is it? Per mile. Okay, it's 50 cents per mile. And then it says the starting amount. What's the starting amount for this moving truck? 10. Very good. The starting amount is 10. It says, what does the slope of the graph represent? Again, M, we know if they ask for what is the slope, not what it represents, but what it is 50 cents per minute. But since they're asking for what does it represent, that's going to be in words. So it's going to be the daily fee. It says plus, so it's cost per mile. Sorry, y'all. This is the answer that you'll be looking for. The cost per mile. Pause for the cause, give you a chance to write. Not the actual number. If they ask for the actual number, you're going to say 50 cents. But if they're asking for what does it represent, you're looking for the words. Yep. Can you see? Some of you can just see how much is increasing or decreasing, or you can use the slope formula. Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1.
When you're doing like the chart eco, isn't the Y or the B
where X is equal to 0. Yes. Okay, come on, let's do it.
no, B is 45.